So you want to get as much money as possible. I'm going to be going over a method that gives you 7 million coins on average per hour. That is pretty consistent, easy to do, and does not have a whole lot of requirements. If you guys know today's video, subscribe. There's a giveaway of 5 million coins. Comment your Minecraft username or your IGN. If we hit 300 likes, I will roll it. You must be subscribed. Without further ado, let's get into the video. There is a bunch of money making methods that are they're just a bunch, period. On each island, on each world, there is so much money, things you can do to make money due to the economy or just getting coins. I'm going to be going over one that is super good. I personally do this a decent amount. It gives you a lot of return. This one will be hosted in the Crystal Hollows. In the Crystal Hollows, there's a bunch of things you can do. You can farm sludges, you can do crystal nucleus runs, you can do gemstone mining. There is a bunch of things you can do to make profit that all work. I'm going to be going over one that is particularly in the Precursor City. Now, in the Precursor City, there's this dude who wants robot parts to open up a robot so you can get the Sapphire Crystal. He needs, I believe, 5 or 6 parts, which are like super light motor. There's a bunch of them, right? Each of them are around 150k if you want to buy them on each. They are dropped from automatrons. Automatrons can spawn anywhere in the Precursor City at level 100, or in the Precursor Ruins at level 100. And if they spawn in this actual city, they are level 150 and have a higher chance to drop. So if you're doing this, I highly recommend you do it in the city because the drop chance is kind of crazy. So with normal automatrons, level 100 ones, it's a 1% drop rate for all of the items. With level 150s, it's a 2% drop rate with 0% magic find. And if you have 100% magic find, which you can get by literally eating a god pod and cookie, then it's a 4% chance drop, meaning every 25 mobs you kill, odds are you're probably going to get yourself a item. Now this item is super good. Now what I recommend you have to do this is some sort of armor that you can do that won't die instantly. However, it's not a requirement. Some sort of armor that gives you enough mana. Then you're also going to want a Aspect of the Void or Aspect of the End. I'm using Aspect of the Void that's warped so I can do enough damage. So you can teleport around the place because this is a pain to just walk, and if you're able to teleport constantly, then you can kill them a lot faster and get to them as soon as they spawn. Other requirement is going to be you must be able to one-shot these guys. For example, I'm able to one-shot them with ease with my warped Aspect of the Void, but you might find them more difficult depending on what stage of the game you're at. Once you have an Aspect of the Void and whatever armor, I recommend getting as much magic find as possible. So I'm going to be using full Sorrow paired with a level almost 100 Black Cat. With this, I'm able to get a 160 magic find, meaning the drop chance of me getting it is quite high. Now, each one of the pieces that you get is worth anywhere from 100 to usually 200k. They're around like 140k for most pieces. Some of them are worth 50k, some of them are worth 300k. It really depends on the time and how much there are on the AH. But each one goes for around 150,000 coins. So to actually prove that this method actually works, I'm going to be doing this 3 times for 10 minutes each, and we'll average out how much profit I make from each time I do them in 10 minutes to figure out how much you make in 10 minutes and how much you make every single hour. Now, this is RNG. It's not that RNG in the sense that it's not that low. It's like a 2% with no magic find. So although you can probably get this drop pretty consistently, however, if you have absolute shit luck, you're probably not going to make as much money as I am or other people are. It also really depends on how much magic find you have. If you have like no magic find whatsoever, you're probably not going to be doing as much. Now, automatrons are pretty unique when they spawn. If you stay in one spot, they're not all going to spawn around you. Like most things, for example, zealots will spawn in set spots. And the same is kind of true with automatrons. However, they spawn when you get close. So, for example, there's none over here. I teleport over to here, one spawns. I move over here, another one spawns. Like, they spawn based off where you are or where other players are. Just like that, another one spawned. So being able to move around the flat areas of this map is a super good idea. And if there's other people farming with you, it's not the worst thing ever. This can hold up to like 3 people farming it, depending on where they are, especially if you have the best gear. If you have the best gear, then it actually is better if there's more people who are farming, because they're walking around and summoning mobs. If you're fast enough to be able to go and steal the drops, I don't really recommend doing it. But if you are fast enough to do it, you can make a bunch more money than because you're farming their drops and your drops. And even in the time that I was talking about this, I've gotten 2 drops. I got a synthetic heart and super light motor. Like, point is, you can very easily get these drops. Also, something to be cautious of, these guys do kind of hurt. Granted, I have like 0 defense right now, but these guys do kind of hurt, so I would be pretty careful and make sure you don't get, killed. Either way, I'm going to go AFK, I'm going to do this for 30 minutes, 10-minute increments. I'm going to be showing the footage, and then after we'll see how much drops I get from each of those 10 minutes and how much you can make per hour. So as you saw, I finished up AFKing for 10 minutes, or not AFKing, doing this for 10 minutes. And in those 10 minutes, I was able to get 2 of all of these, and 1 Roboton Reflector. So in total, I got around 9 drops from 10 minutes of AFK. Now, all these drops have varying prices, and it depends day from day. Certain days, each one's worth more, certain days, each one is worth less. However, generally speaking, if we add them up all combined, they're around 150k per thing. We almost start off with FTX, it's around 160k. Then if we go to Electron Transmitter, it's around 130k. Then if we go to Superlight Motor is around 50k. So prices fluctuate a lot. Control Switch is around 140k. Point is, each drop is around 150k. Some are worth 200k. It really depends on what time, but each one's around 140,000 coins per. And I got 9 drops, meaning I made around 1.2 million coins in 10 minutes. And this is pretty consistent. I did 3 10-minute runs, and I have each of the drops separated. So this is the last time, I got 9 drops. The first time I was able to get also 9 drops. The second time I got a little bit luckier, and I was able to clock out 11 drops. So you're probably going to get around 9 to 10 drops per time you do this if you have a good setup. So we can see my total profit from each run. First run I got 1.33 million coins, second run I got 1.58 million coins, and third run I got 1.25 million coins. My setup consists of a warped asteroid at the end so I can do enough damage with ultimate Wise 5, and full sorrow armor plus black cat. But you should be able to get, if you at least running my setup, around 8 to 10 drops per 10 minutes, which is super good. I did this pretty consistently. It works. Alright, so that's going to be it for today's video. If you have any questions on anything I did or how I got the numbers I got, please do comment them. I do like responding to the comments of how I actually made this and anything like that. Either way, I hope you guys enjoyed. This does actually work. I proved it. Without further ado, see you guys next one. Peace.